Okay, I'm going to try to show slowly all of the things necessary to make the American Eagle. First of all, you have to understand that you're going to be doing a DNA opening. So if you put the string so that it lays on top of your little finger, and then use your left thumb to reach around and come up like that to make a loop, then put this loop on the index without twisting, and do the same thing. You have a 3-loop DNA opening, so if you turn your hands that way, nothing touches. Now, there is a string figure called the Inuit net, which is the basis for the figure that I'm going to use as an ending for the eagle. And in order to make it, you put your thumb over the near index, under, and reach and pull the near little finger until you can reach with the middle finger down into the well and lift out and drop your thumb. Then you go over again the near index, reach down and get the far little finger. Now you're going to put the top or the middle finger onto the little finger, drop the index, put both of these back on so that they are in the same relative order. Reach with these fingers and pull down, dropping your thumb. Now you have shifted everything so that you can end the figure. Your thumb goes through this hole, reaches and pulls down the far, and reaches back, drops the little finger and reestablishes, and now you have the bottom of the figure, and you can put these onto the thumb, reach and push and twist, and you have the Inuit net. Now that is the way that the American Eagle is finished, except it is done from a 4-loop position, which is very similar. You go over one, under, over the near, and reach and pick up. Do that again. Over one, under, over one, reach and pick up, lift out, over one, under, over one, get the bottom, transfer, drop both of these, put it on the index. And now you have a similar position so that you can come and pull down that one and reach and kick out that one. And that is doing the same thing with a 4-loop situation, a 4-loop DNA opening. And that is the ending for the eagle. The other thing you're going to have to do is, again, I will demonstrate from a 3-loop position, what I call the left dominant switch. I take the left loop and make it go over, and the right loop under, and that is the left dominant switch, and you can see that you get this hole in the center. And you can do the same thing again from a 4-loop DNA, left dominant switch on the index, a left dominant switch on the middle finger, and you have 2 holes in the center. Now, let's go back and do the entire figure. Again, you start 1, 2, take the index, put it on your middle finger, the thumb on the index, and you do the last loop, so you have a 4-loop DNA opening. Now before you begin anything else, you have to take the thumb loop down through the index on the right hand, thumb up through the index on the left hand. little finger up through the index on the right hand, little finger down through the index, went down through the ring finger on the left hand. And you have made the center and the bottom fixed. They've done different things on either side. It's an asymmetrical, uneven way of doing it. Now you're going to do the left dominant switch on the index and the left dominant switch on the middle finger. And you have this little complexity in the center. Now you're going to do the 4-loop Inuit ending. Over one, under, over one, pick up the near little finger string, reach and pull out the far thumb, over one, under, over one, and get the far. Now you're ready to put the middle finger onto the little finger, drop both of these fingers, take your little finger and put it on to your index, and use these 3 fingers to come underneath and pick up. And you can adjust it as you will. To finish, you go through this hole, pull down the far string, through this, kick and roll, and there is the American Eagle. And I will of course show it so that you can see what I see when I make it. This is it here. Trying to turn it around, I've almost lost it. Now there is the American Eagle, and it's a little bit different because I lost it, but that is the way it is made. And it entails the Inuit net ending, the 4-loop LDNA opening, an asymmetrical, uneven loop exchange of the thumb and little fingers, and left dominant switch on the index, a left dominant switch on the middle finger, and the 4-loop Inuit ending, and the power lift. And that is the way you make the American Eagle slowly as I can do it.